Hello, I'm Mike Feltberger, and it's time for the August 2nd Grandview Speedway High Banks highlights. Be giving you a brief recap of the racing action down at the High Banks of Grandview, located off of Route 100 in Bechtelsville, Pennsylvania. I'd like to thank our sponsor of this recap, Rick's Printing in West Reading, for the designing and printing of two 2026 calendars, those being the 2026 Grandview High Banks Hot Shoes calendar featuring drivers that ran the High Banks from the 80s, 90s, and some current race drivers in there as well. And our other calendar is the Our Racing Heroes calendar. This was drivers from the 60s, 70s, and 80s, seen in vintage form. The photos are black and white. I'd like to thank Rick's Printing for designing and printing of these calendars, of which I will have for sale down at Grandview Speedway out front during the meet and greets and also online. But I'd like to thank Mina Feltberger for her race rundowns. I was the first turn official at Grandview Speedway last night, watching the fantastic racing action on the high banks. 4 qualifying events were needed for the crate sportsmen. 2 consolations were needed, another strong field of race cars for both classes. Taking the first heat win in the sportsman class was the 261 Alex Porterillo. Getting the second heat win was the 35 Ebby Ridge. Ryan Graber in the 101 was your third heat winner, and Brad Brightbell bringing the 19 under the Ray Kemp's checker to get the 4th qualifying event win for the crate sportsman. 2 consolations were needed. Winning the first consolation was the 712 Addison Meitzler, and your second consolation winner was the 2G Chase Guler. That's at your 26 car field for the 25 lap sportsman feature. They didn't take any provisionals, no provisionals used, so 26 cars started that 25 lap event later in the evening. Qualifying for the small block modifieds, 4 heats again, 2 consolations. Getting the first heat win in the 15G was Dwayne Howard. Your second heat winner was the L15 Mike Lays. Rick Laubach bringing the 7 under the checker to get the third heat win. And your 4th heat winner was Ron Herring Jr. in the 85. That was Ron's 5th heat win of the season. Another strong showing for Ron Herring Jr. in the 85. Consolations, 2 consolations. 19K, Brett Cressley getting the first consolation. Ryan Grimm was your second consolation winner in the 17. That set the 28 car field. Again, no provisionals used for either of the racing events. First up was the 30 lap A main for the small block modifieds, and getting his first career win was Justin Grimm in the 61. Justin was a race leader on many occasions in the past, only to have mechanical issues or lose the race on a last lap pass by a fellow competitor. But Justin getting the first career win under the Ray Kemp checker after 30 laps, but making a strong bid for that top spot. Missing out was Eddie Strada in the 33. Eddie was actually the hard charger of the race, advancing 10 spots, running out of laps. Eddie was running like maybe a foot from the outside top of the wall on the top of the raceway. The 33 was really running up high and finishing second. Strong run for Eddie Strada. Ron Herring Jr., early race leader, getting third in the 85, with Cody Manmiller bringing the 00 home 4th. Strong showing for Cody Manmiller in the 00. Mike Guler, mid-pack starter, coming through the field to get 5th in the 53. With Bobby Trapper Jr., Bobby was one of the early race top 3 runners, but falling back in the later stages of the race. But a good, strong showing for Bobby Trapper in the 2T to get 6th. Craig Mondoran comes home again with another top 10 finish of 7th in the 30. Doug Manmiller bringing the 44 home for 8th. Heat winner Mike Lays in the L15 was 9th, and rounding out the top 10, the 14W Ryan Watt. So getting the first career win in the small block modifieds was Justin Grimm. Good showing for the 61 of Justin. That left the 25 lap sportsman feature to be seen, and taking the win in the 7 was Brett Gilmore. Brett was very patient as he was moving through the field from his mid-pack starting spot, and He actually got past Alex Borderillo with a nice turn 2 high side pass, and a strong showing for Brett Gilmore getting the win. Borderillo holding on for that second spot. Finishing third was heat winner Evie Ridge, with Brad Breipel, another heat winner in a 19, getting fourth. Your fifth place finisher was an early season feature winner, Lawson Zarensitz, shaking off some recent bad luck, bringing in 12 under the checker for fifth. Heat winner Ryan Graver in the 101 was sixth, with Teague Miller, one of the meet and greet drivers out front, getting sixth in the 917T. Kevin Krupp in the 5K was your eighth place finisher, with Zach Steffi in the 47Z coming home ninth, also shaking some mid-season bad luck. And rounding out your top 10 was the X5 Xavier Sprague. Xavier started dead last in his heat, had a qualifying spot, was a mid-pack starter, and came through for a nice 10th place finish for the X5 of Xavier Sprague. Nathan Moore was your hard charger, advancing 11 spots. Yellows for the evening for both classes. Lap 4, Joey Vaccaro having a left front flat, pulling the yellow Submarine 53 into the pits and not returning to the racing action. And in the 30-lap small block modified race, lap 18, they were nonstop until lap 18. Ray Swinehart trying to get his 33R off the speedway, but for safety reasons could not get off far enough. Ray kept throwing the yellow until they could get the 33R sufficiently off the speedway. Lap 19, Jeff Strunk bringing the 357 into the pit area with some mechanical issues. So last week's winner, Jeff Strunk, off and out of the race as a DNF on lap number 19. So there you have it. It was some fantastic racing. Ron Herring led the small block modified feature for the first 22 laps before Justin Grimm getting by. Justin used both ends of the speedway to his liking, using the high side to get through some of the competitors and then making a low side pass, something unusual for Justin Grimm, but it actually worked to his advantage. Justin Grimm getting the first feature win in the 61. Brett Gilmore taking another feature win in the 7 in the Sportsman. Next up, August 9th, is the Forrest Rogers 50 in memory of the creator of Grandview Speedway, Forrest Rogers. So everybody will be down at the Grandview Speedway to see this fantastic event again on August the 9th. So I'm Mike Feltberger, hoping everybody has a safe and happy week, and see you down at Grandview Speedway August the 9th.